Well, hi there everyone. I thought I would show you where I'm at with my seed starting. And as you can see in the bottom there, I have my Bok Choy. And I believe to the left of that, that is cauliflower. And so my intention is to take that out. And I will leave it under a covered raised bed and see how that goes. And today is March 1, so I know it's still a little early to be taking plants out, but I really need to move my tomato plants down there and into bigger pots. So I'm going to risk it with at least the greens on the bottom and see how that goes. And if that doesn't work out, I do have some more on that shelf and on that shelf. So that's what I'm working on today. And here in a day or two, or maybe even later today, I'll give you a walkthrough of everything I have in this shelf. But I just wanted to show you where we are at before I start moving plants out. So I'm going to take those out and we will see you shortly. All right, so this is what we are dealing with. I just cleaned out this raised bed. You can see some of the stuff. I need to pick up all that and those. But let me show you what I have done so far. So in the back, I have planted those 3 cauliflowers, and then in the front I have planted 3 spinach, and I've added the straw. Hopefully that will keep them warm in the night. And I have also moved this green stalk in here. When I feel that I can use it, maybe I'll put 2 or 3 and put the rest of the greens in here. And I am hoping that because this is, I'm going to call it a plastic cover, that this cold weather plants will survive in here. And the true test will be on Tuesday, because Tuesday is supposed to be really cold. So I'm not bringing everything out yet. I'm just going to experiment with those 6. All right. So that's it. Let's see if we can find Dee. There she is. Oh, and I did put 3 other plants in that raised bed over there. And that's only netting. And I want to see what's going to happen to those 3 plants that I put in there. So at this point, we're still just experimenting for the winter. So I have transplanted. Let me tell you what we have here. So in the back, we have black Krim, right there in the back. That's the black Krim tomatoes. And we also have the Paul Robeson tomatoes. And then those 2 rows have the black Krim and the Paul Robeson. And then on the 3rd row, most of that is the San Mazzanos. And I have a Serrano. Oh, all you're seeing is my hand. I'm sorry. That's a Serrano pepper. And then on the next row, I have my Italian Romas. And then we have the peppers. And we have some Lunchbox peppers. We have black Hungarian peppers. And we have Tabasco peppers right there. And then over here, we have the Keystone giant peppers. We have some more black Hungarians. And then we have, let me see if I can see those labels. Well, yeah, so almost all these are black Hungarian peppers. And I haven't yet transplanted my Jedis. That's what I'm going to do next. And over here, we have my sweet potato plant. And I'm going to start transplanting that. And this year, I'm going to try and grow them in the green stalks. So that's where we are at so far. And what I'm happiest about is that I no longer have any of those white flies or gnats. And again, I will show you the product that I'm using. And I will also put a link to the Millennial Gardener, where he talks about the product and how he's using it and why he stopped using the neem oil. So I am really pleased with where we are at so far. And I'll show you one other place where I have other plants that I have appotted. So here's the rest of my plants. And as you can see, I have some more sweet potatoes that I have started. Those are still in water. And you can see the roots on that. So I'm looking forward to planting those. That's an Italian Roma right there. I had tried overwintering tomatoes, and it didn't start off being very healthy, but it looks like it's coming back. And that one is, let's see if we can find the label. Oh, that's my pineapple tomato. This is good because I didn't start any pineapple tomato seeds. And as you can see, I need to spray that plant. Over here, I think this one has given up. That's another one that I tried to keep over the winter. So I don't think I'll be doing this again, because when you compare it with the ones that I planted, they've already caught up. So I just need to make a habit of starting my tomatoes earlier inside. We have another sweet potato right there. We have my mint that barely survived, but this is good because this gives me a head start on my mint. This plant is really old, and it came from Roger's grandfather, and I'll show you where we are propagating it. And we have some more tomatoes right there. That's a new one that I planted this year, and I believe that's the red crimson. And then these other three are black Krims that I overwintered. I don't think I'm going to be doing overwintering again. And then that's the plant from Roger's grandfather. So this plant is over 50 years old. I should have taken a picture last week when it had all the pink flowers. Almost every single one of this had flowers on it. And if I happen to have taken a picture, I'll include it in here. So we'll be propagating it with the ones I just showed you in the little glass. So I have managed to make quite a mess. As you can see, I have a lot of cleanup to do, but this is where we are at now. As you can see, all my bok choy is now at the bottom. And I can see 2 of them that are ready to harvest. Don't know if you can see that. The 2 in the back. Well, maybe that one too. Those are just about ready to go. Then on the next shelf, I have some more peppers, and you can see I have shishitos in the back. I should probably have opened. All right, I have removed the cover so we can see a lot better what we are dealing with. That's the Bok Choy. As I was mentioning, the 3 in the back are ready for harvest, so I'll harvest those in the next day or 2. Then on this second shelf, we have my peppers, well, more peppers. And we have the hybrid greenhouse peppers, so those will go into the greenhouse. And that's what those 4 are. Then in the back we have some shishitos. And we have Tabasco, 2 Tabasco and 2 shishitos. And then over here, I have started my basil. And once that sprouts, I'll take off the little dome that's keeping the seedlings warm so they can germinate faster. And then over here, we have a mess. I'm going to throw that out this morning. And then over here, I need to turn that label to see what we have in there. But I have the rest of the tomatoes, and these are the Wild Boar Black Beauty. And these are my slicer tomatoes, and that's the Dr. Witch's yellow tomatoes. And only those 3 germinated. Well, actually each one has 2, so I'm going to say I'm going to have probably like 6 plants. And then over here, we have my Jedis. These haven't done very well. So I have 2 of them there, and I believe I have 2 upstairs. And then, so I ended up starting a few more. And this time, 5 of them have germinated. And then we have the tomatoes. Those are those are the pink Buckley tie-dye. And we have 3 of those. And then we have the okras. Those are doing really well. And we have the long purple eggplant in the back. And then in the front, we have the Rosa Blanca and the Asian eggplant. So we'll see how those do this year. Those don't grow very fast. All right. Then up here, we have some spinach here and there. And then we have the onions. And those are the Padasan, I believe they're the Padasan onions. I don't know why I keep forgetting the name. Yes, they're Padasans. And then I have to climb up here. Show this again. So up here we have the Tierra cabbage and Chinese broccoli. I need to take those leaves off. But these are doing much, much better now that I've transplanted them from the little starter containers into bigger containers. And in about a week or so, I'm going to move this to one of the greenhouses outside. Or the raised beds. There's only one greenhouse. That is it for this video. And we'll be back here in a day or so with the next one. Oh, and I should mention, around this time, I do take 1 tomato and put it in the greenhouse. So I'm going to do that shortly, and you'll see that on the next video. All right, tinnies. Bye for now.